Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Are you enjoying the quiet, the stillness, the soft music? When you get into a state of being calm and peaceful and quiet, you can think better. You can think clearly. You can come up with solutions to the problems that you have. It takes practice, it takes patience, it takes setting aside time. And everyone has the same amount of time. And the busier you are and the crazier your life is, the more important it is to take some time to think about what you truly desire and to breathe into a picture of your ideal life, how you want to be living. Because we think in pictures, you get an idea that, oh, you need to buy groceries and go to the bank and stop for gas and do so many things. And your mind is running and running and running. But if you spend some time first thing in the morning connecting to what's important to you, how you want to feel, not jumping out of bed and racing to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, but thinking about what's important in your life, what you want to accomplish, not grinding it out to take care of that gigantic stack of work that you have, but what do you love? Do you enjoy your work? If you love what you're doing, it's not work. The people who are the happiest and feel that they are the most successful are the ones who love what they're doing, and the money comes flowing into their bank account effortlessly because they enjoy their work so much that it doesn't feel like work. You're working long, hard hours. What do you do for fun, for relaxation, for filling up your soul, your spirit, recharging your body? Think about the picture of how your life is and how you want it to be. You could think of it like a movie. You could just imagine that you're going to the movies. You could imagine changing the ending to the story. Maybe today is a busy day and you have a lot on your plate, and you're thinking, I don't have time to sit still. I don't have time to meditate. I have to multitask. I have to keep going. The harder you push and keep going, if you're going in the wrong direction, the further away you're going to get from your ideal life. If you keep doing the same things over and over and over, you start to wear out, break down like machinery. Way to practice visualizing, just getting quiet for a moment, sitting still, not multitasking. You know, when you're listening to something and you're doing something else, your mind is divided. Partly it's on the task that you're completing, and partly it's on what the person is saying. And so you don't hear everything. You miss a lot. So you can watch the same movie over and over and over, and most of it you could recite by memory. There are times you wonder, have I ever seen this movie before? Have I ever stopped and listened to this recording or read a book a second time and found something in there that you never noticed before? It's because our mind is all over the place and distracted, but it's not being purposeful. When you have a life of purpose, when you have a life that drives you to a vision of what you truly desire, you can get so focused on that vision that time flies by and you don't even know how much time you've spent doing your favorite pastime, enjoying the work that you're doing, being with the people that you love, getting so focused on something that you don't even see what's going on around you. Do you have that kind of a clear vision for where you're going in your life, what you truly want to be doing? And never mind that I have to do this and I have to finish that, and there's all these things to do. Just pretend you're watching a movie. Jack Nicklaus, a world famous golfer, explained that he will not even pick up a golf club until he has a very clear image on the screen of his mind showing exactly how the ball will fly through the air, how it will hit the ground, and where it will roll after it hits. Nicholas calls this going to the movies, and he's become so proficient at it that he has become well known throughout the world. He was a very famous golfer. If you've ever played a sport, you know that athletes spend hours practicing physically, but also they spend hours practicing in their mind. And if you've ever been out golfing with someone who is really good, you see them walk up to the ball, and before they address the ball, before they take a swing, before they set up, they see in their mind how they're going to hit the ball, where it's going to fly through the air, where it's going to land. They envision their shot and the next shot, and they envision holding the ball. And if you've been out golfing and you're hacking and slashing down the fairway and you see water and you focus on the water, where does your ball tend to go? Into the water. What you focus on in your mind is what happens in reality. So when you go up to the ball, I don't want to hit the water. I don't want to hit the water. I don't want to hit the water. Damn it, I hit the water. It's because you're focused on the water. Professional golfers are focused hundreds of yards down the fairway where they want their ball to land. And then they physically practice the swing so many times, they don't think about it. It's effortless. They get up, they swing, their muscles know exactly what to do, and the ball lands exactly where they want it to land or in the vicinity. It's rare that they land over and over and over in places that they don't want to be. When that happens, it's because they're nervous and distracted, and they let the stress of all the people, all the noise, all the prize take their mind off their task. There is a thought stuff that permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the cosmos. In truth, there is a thought stuff everywhere around you and everywhere within you. If you've never been aware of this before, tap into it. Use this thought energy to form an image on the screen of your mind. If you have an ideal lifestyle that you want to live, perhaps it's a certain amount of money that you want. Maybe it's enjoying life with someone who loves and cares for you, sharing life, getting married, buying the house of your dreams, inventing something that makes life easier for yourself and the world. That's how everything starts, with an idea, an image in the mind. Thomas Edison wrote that he would find a way to illuminate the world so that the gas-powered lamps were a thing of the past. I don't know about you, but I've never used candle power in my house except when there was a power outage. Otherwise, we take for granted you flip a switch and the room is filled with light. Thomas Edison didn't know how to invent the light bulb until he tried and failed. It's estimated something like 10,000 times, but he didn't give up. He practiced it. He saw it in his mind and he took action. He kept going. And now it's something that we don't even think about. We just hopefully pay the light bill, the electrical bill. We have reliable energy to fuel our fridge and stove and washer and dryer and computers, televisions. Who knows how long it will take before another source of fuel comes along, and right now we don't even plug our computers in. It's wireless. Your great-great-grandparents, maybe they lived by candle power or lamps with fuel or electricity. But who knows what our children and great-great-great-grandchildren will experience. It takes thinking about doing something differently and pretending that you're already there. Getting a picture on the screen of your mind and visualizing, what do you want? Not looking at what you don't want, and imagining it and picturing it and focusing on it and giving it thought energy and giving it emotional energy, and then wondering why you hit the ball into the water. If you drive a car and you're focused on the ditch, you're focused on the tree, you're focused on, I don't want to go off the road, I don't want to go off the road, and you're looking in the fields, you're going to go off the road. You need to focus on where you want to be going. Practice, just like The top successful people practice. What's it going to be like to be standing on the podium with the gold medal around my neck? What's it going to be like to live in that dream house, to go to bed in that master suite that is exactly the size and color, filled with what I truly desire, how I want to be living? What purposeful work will I contribute to society? How will I help my customers, my clients, my patients? What changes do I want to bring about in this world? Not focused on the poverty, not focused on the homelessness, not focused on the debt, but focused on the solution. Your mind can only go in one direction at a time. So it's important to set the stage for visualization. You're not focused, you know what the problem is. What is the solution? How do you want to be living? Today is a brand new day. It's never been lived before. You might have such a big vision that you think it's going to take 10 years or someday or 5 years. Imagine that it's done. Maybe it's only taken 6 months. But we're celebrating together. Maybe it's on the golf course. Maybe it's in your brand new home. Maybe it's the anniversary of your successful business. You're being interviewed. You changed the way the world does business. You've achieved your goal. I want you to step into that moment and feel it. Are you celebrating? Are you being celebrated? Do you have the fame and fortune that you desire, or the quiet little space to do your hobby, to enjoy what you've already created? What's happening around you? Take a deep breath in and feel it. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? Are you feeling the warmth and the joy and the contentment of true love, peace? You're so happy that you want to jump up and down and celebrate. Let the emotions wash over you. Is it joy? Is it pride? Is it a sense of accomplishment? Or finally, that peace and contentment? What is the picture that's coming to the screen of your mind? Connect emotionally to your goal as if it's done, it's already achieved. How does it feel now that you've reached your goal? Take a deep breath in and let that go. You are so happy, so truly grateful. You love life, and it's obvious that life loves you. How are you feeling? Who's celebrating with you? What's the first thing you notice about yourself at this moment of success? Now that you've taken the time to experience it in your mind and in your heart, I want you to write it down. Tell me the story in your own words. It's happening right now. You're recording it. Tell me the story of your success in the present tense. You can start with, I am prosperous. I am healthy. I am so grateful. I am loved. I am enjoying the peace and the quiet. Wow, that was such a celebration. Describe in detail what it's like, what's different in your life, how this achievement has impacted you. What are you doing for your family and friends? What are you doing for you now that you feel worthy? Now that you're eating the food you want to eat and you're healthy and you're happy, you're joyful, you're wearing the clothes that you want to be wearing, you're experiencing whatever it is, the travel, the business, the love. Write it down in detail, and I'll be back. How does it feel now that you've accomplished your goal? A beautiful image that you hold in your mind, what you truly desire, whatever it is that you want. The picture in your mind is the coming attractions of your life. Think of the moment, the future moment, as if it's happening right now. What you feel, what you're thinking about, what you're writing about, what you're focused on, that's where you're going. The more often you focus on what you really want, the faster it's going to come into physical reality. Don't focus on hitting the ball in the water. Don't focus on the debt. Don't focus on the chaos. Focus on where you're going. Ideas will come to you of how to get there. Make sure you take action when you get an impulse, a message from your higher self, from the universe. An idea will pop into your mind out of the blue, but only when you're quiet, when you've settled down that wild stallion of a body and allowed your mind to focus on your heart's desire. Get clear on what that picture looks like. Start to fill in the blanks of how you're going to feel now that you've achieved your goal, now that you're living the life that you want. It's yours for the taking. It's your birthright. That means you have to stop doing some of the things that you're doing that take you in the opposite direction, that take you further and further away from that lifestyle. If you want peace, what does that feel like? If you want love, what would that look like? If you want millions of dollars in your bank account, it's not the money, it's what you're going to do with it. Focus on the end goal. Get into alignment with what it feels like. And then practice that. Give thanks for it already happening. And then get on with your day. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Focus on the end goal. If it's already done, get a clear picture and don't worry about how it's going to happen. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday morning at 7. Thank you.